These gentlemen and one other gentleman is coming, have volunteered their time to come and speak to y'all and answer some questions that I couldn't provide from a woman's perspective. So they're here to provide a male's perspective, and we'll talk about everything from women to sex to being stopped in a traffic light. And so be comfortable, be candid. They're here to give you their most honest and truthful opinions, okay?
My core values is to put God first in everything that I do.
And commit.
Never be late.
As black men, young black men, there are so many different obstacles that face us. You have to have a sense of ethics and a moral compass as a man.
Accountability, like owning what you do, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Own who you are.
I was raised in a project, but the project wasn't raised in me.
Ms. Phillips doesn't owe you anything. The fact that she has a panel here, she said, I'm giving you an opportunity to develop yourself.
Handshake is everything. I know you guys heard like first impression carries you a long way. You always want to make sure you have a firm grip handshake, even if you want to go to deeper. It's crazy that you just mentioned that, because I was just reading just a body language book. Just goes into the deeper handshakes. A few things that I took from the book is like simple things like you're shaking people's hands, a little turn right here, it actually stays dominant.
One of the logistics of handshake, you just want to make sure, not just that it's firm, but that it's a complete handshake. These parts of your hands ought to meet with the other person.
Leary and Cox, and then you two on the end here. And if each of my panelists can just grab two boys, make sure that they can shake hands properly. We want tangible takeaways from this discussion.
All right, now. What's your name? Jalen what? I'm Anthony Freeman. Nice to meet you.
These guys were handpicked by their principals. They felt like they could use, not that anybody else couldn't use it, but they deserve to be in a program where they're enhancing their character. They're missing an hour of class every week. And so to be in a program where you're being pulled out of class, you definitely have to be in some sort of good standing. And so they thought that they could use it, and they're definitely benefiting from it. Why women are significant beyond the physical, beyond the sexual aspects of women. Why are women important?
Women provide a great balance for us.
The energy in which women produce, we don't have.
Because they help us fully develop our emotional quotient.
All of us come from a woman. So just the value of life itself begins with the woman.
What does your taste in women reveal about who you are?
It's how you view yourself. That's how you view yourself. It may not necessarily be the truth of who you are, but it's the box that you placed yourself in.
Oh, one thing, I just got married 10 days ago.
Congratulations.
So, appreciate that. But you want someone that's gonna push you to those new heights, and it's not a one-sided thing. You want to both bring each other up.
There used to be a saying behind every great man, there's a greater woman, but I would say beside or in front of every great man, there's a great woman. Focus on you, and you will attract that which you want to take you to that next level.
I have a quote. The quote is, the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest person in the room.
One thing I learned, like, I would go around people like Puffy, and they're like, who are you? Because I'm not loud. But as soon as I drop a track, they're like, oh, that's you. That's who you are. My music speaks louder than my words. My expression, my work habits speak louder than my word.
Can your appearance devalue you?
Personal brand. Your appearance ties into your brand. It ties into how people view you and what people think about you and how they size you up.
How do you address trauma in a world that tells men emotion is weak or just not to show emotion, period?
Those type of traumas does stay with us, and for years, it in me made me feel like I was not as good as or not worthy of. You don't have to hold it in. Even if it starts with finding a good friend that you can trust, that you can tell things and it not go anywhere. We're taught to walk around holding stuff in, and you can't hold it all in.
And so, as the brother said, we have been taught and socialized to not be vulnerable and not be emotional, right? But the moment in which you do, you have just become stronger.
You are going to need those different kind of outlets. to let some of those things off. So as you start, it's good that we have these conversations at the age that you are now, because it will save you from a lot of things as you get older.
We're gonna deal with adversity and pain. I mean, we just need to learn a way to actually cope with it, because it's gonna happen.
What advice would you give to a young boy who's currently without a father, or even a present father, but a father that's physically there but not, emotionally or any other aspect, in any other way there? What advice could you give to these young men?
I have 10 mentors. It's different people with different role models I get different things from. So
don't be angry. Don't come off as though you're angry. Don't come off as though you're scared. Just use regular conversation tone. Officer, I'm gonna reach for my wallet now so I can hand you my license. It's okay for you to ask, is there a reason why I will stop?
Our goal in giving y'all this information is just to make sure that you stay alive to fight the fight later. Like he was saying, don't try to end it or have that altercation. Sometimes we are judged just because of who we are and what we look like. And so in an effort for y'all to make it home safely, just comply. Even if they're in the wrong, comply. Why is the black man so powerful?
Because the black man is God. And what that means, and that's not my opinion. You can go to any of your ancient books and it will tell you that you're created in the image and likeness of God.
We are built to survive everything that comes our way.